Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cave Trolls React. Today, we're going to be talking about Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider?
In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
That's right. Robbie Reyes is going to be the Ghost Rider, played by Gabriel Luna, in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The hell? I mean, they announced this a while ago. This isn't news, but they finally released a picture of it. And I will maybe put it here, maybe down here. Maybe I won't put it anywhere.
Put it right here.
Put it right here? You put it right there. I'm not doing shit. No, but what do you think? I mean, we saw a bunch of pictures of him in the coat without the flaming skull. We saw pictures of the Charger. We saw pictures of the Charger on fire last week. Well, finally now we have him on fire as Ghost Rider with the skull.
The way I feel is I don't think you can go wrong when it comes to the actual like art and graphic style with Ghost Rider.
No, definitely not. I mean, like, it doesn't look better or worse than Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider, except for Nicolas Cage isn't being Ghost Rider. I like the coat more. I think that looks cool. I think it looks better now.
It looks better. It's the coat.
It's the coat, exactly. I mean, I didn't like him in the coat earlier in the month when they just showed him sitting on the car.
Right.
He just looked a little scrawny, but like you said, with the flaming skull, it kind of evens out.
Right.
It definitely looks more natural in it, and also it's a big
natural
leather
as a flaming skull with a.
Well, I mean, everyone has one of those, right? Like that's realistic.
I mean, I put mine away years ago, but.
I mean, again, we didn't want to do a reaction until they finally showed something really substantial.
Right, and it's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They don't tend to put out like a trailer really for it. They put out a teaser trailer a couple days ago, I think, but it was more of like a spotlight on.
Yep, exactly.
Clips.
And then they showed a couple of behind the scenes of like they showed Quake on top of the car.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. Overall tone, it's network speak, but they keep saying sexy and darker.
Exactly. That's what Chloe said.
Because Chloe said exactly the actress who plays Quake Daisy and what was her name? Sky. She played Sky. And now she's finally going to go by the moniker of Quake because she's kind of a villain / anti-hero now. She's out on her own,
which kind of fits with that whole motif.
With all the Inhuman stuff going on. When it comes to gritty and sexy, I guess a flaming skull, behind the wheel of a Dodge Charger is a good way to go.
That's pretty gritty and sexy.
That's pretty gritty and sexy.
Especially when it's a 69 Dodge Charger
it's
on
sweet.
fire.
Exactly. We were talking about it. I'm not 100% sure if that was what it was in the comics. I'm pretty sure it was. Because that was the first one that came to my mind. That could just be because 69 Dodge Charger is a badass car.
Yeah.
And when you see a Dodge Charger,
that's what I go to.
Well, exactly.
It's either that or an Impala.
I was going to say 67 Impala, like supernatural.
Exactly.
You got a trunk that you can fit a body in.
Yep.
Exactly. I mean, cars. I mean, it has a really big engine.
Not as cool as my car. I drive an 04 Grandma Pontiac Grand Am.
That's perfect. It's like my first car was a Dodge Caravan.
Yeah.
I didn't light it on fire.
Well, I've been thinking it says Grand Am on the back. I was thinking about cutting the M and putting it before the A so it says Grandma.
I think that'd be perfect. Except for you need to wear like those really big glasses so you can't see like the really big black
the ones that are
blind.
like covered on the sides. Yeah, my grandpa wears those.
Exactly. Yeah, because he's blind. He shouldn't have a license.
Yep.
So back to Ghost Rider. What do you they're going for a grim, dark, sexy season. They're putting it at a later time slot. I think it comes on at 10 o'clock now.
Yeah.
What do you think of all that? Moving more towards supernatural elements. So you're going to have magic like Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange.
Right.
You're going to have a magical character, Ghost Rider, not just magical but demonic.
Right.
If they go with that, I doubt they're going to make him an Inhuman. That really doesn't seem to fit.
It would kind of ruin Ghost Rider for me.
And also, Inhumans have biological abilities. How do you attach a biological ability to making your car lit on fire?
Right. Especially when most of biology is the parts outside the skeleton.
Exactly. And you can make the fire. It turns your skull and all.
That's not really biology.
That's how Inhumans work, man. You just don't get it. They fill a need, Jordan. They fill a need, and his need is to light his car on fire.
So does he just smoke Terrigen crystals?
Yes. And that's how that happens. That's the transformation.
His is only temporary though.
No, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually he'll become the Ghost Rider.
Spoiler alert.
Yes. No, I mean, I like that they're finally introducing supernatural elements in the show.
Right.
And I like that they're doing something first in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for once.
Yeah.
Other than, I guess they did do Inhumans first, but it never even paid off in the movies. Where this, we know for a fact, so he's going to be supernatural, and we're going to get a movie about magic here this year. So it will pay off in some way. I don't know necessarily if they're going to be related.
Right.
I know they did Dark Matter in Agent Carter, and that's going to be in Doctor Strange. Mm-hmm. But the connections are tenuous at best.
Right. And I like how you said darker too for kind of the tone. And when you say that, I think of like what you would think of when you say like a dark tone, but also dark as in like nighttime.
No, seriously, because a lot of that series has been, during the day. They're the agents. They go out. Right. They don't fight crime at night. That's not what they do. But everything
Ghost Rider, everything he does is at night.
Exactly. And it really seems like they're pushing it. Like you said, they don't do a lot of pre-gaming for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We'll get, like you said, we get a trailer, we get a teaser, and we'll usually get one clip on ABC that says, hey, this is what's happening this year.
Right.
And this year they went all out. They had the train, in San Diego with the big chain saying vengeance. We've had all of these teases, pictures being released. They're making a big deal that Ghost Rider is going to be on this.
Right.
Plus, this is Ghost Rider's first official Marvel Studios movie.
That's true.
We had the other Sony produced ones. Now we're actually getting a Marvel one. So he is now officially in the MCU. The question to you I was going to talk about is, do you think they're going to make it a mantle? So do you think in the past there was another Ghost Rider? Because Robbie Reyes is not the first Ghost Rider in the comic books. Do you think he's going to be the first Ghost Rider in the MCU?
I mean, I don't see why not. There hasn't been talk about it, obviously, because he wasn't a character.
They've never mentioned a flaming ghost guy before.
But I mean, for them to kind of say like, oh, like I'm the second one, like there's one around before me. It just feels kind of
exactly. We've already got hints that S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't know crap. You know what I mean? Like we've already they've done stuff where there's been magic in this world the entire time. Now that we're seeing Doctor Strange and Agent Carter has seen some stuff but not a lot. And then you find out she knew Ant-Man, but that wasn't part of S.H.I.E.L.D. And even S.H.I.E.L.D.'s top level, Coulson was pretty high, including Nick Fury, who still thinks that people are still just being found recently. They drop hints that he might know more, but still a lot of this stuff is in the background and just being barely mentioned. You'd think someone would have noticed a rider of vengeance somewhere out there with a flaming chain.
I mean, that's not. I don't look twice.
You see that stuff. Once in a while. It's just a lot of CGI. It's heavy effects. It's someone messing with Photoshop, long exposures. I was just curious because Robbie Reyes is probably the most interesting Ghost Rider. I can see why they went with him. I was just curious if they were going to do that because that is one of the more interesting aspects of the Ghost Rider because it's a different demon usually.
Right.
It's got a deep hold in that kind of world. It'd be like if they introduced Blade and said that he would have been killing vampires for 20 years, The
best movie series ever.
The other thing is if they are going full supernatural, how are they going to explain that? Are they just going to drop, I was possessed by a demon 12 years ago? Or something.
I mean, I feel like they very easily could just drop it and then not talk about it for a couple episodes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like demons.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we do now? And then just let it lie and just and then we'll see more of it in those other movies.
And then we'll see Doctor Strange and then they'll kind of address it a little bit.
Right. And I know that there have been spoilers again. I'm gonna mention it because we were talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I'm gonna drop something about Doctor Strange now. There's been hints and people are rumored to have found information about Dormammu appearing in that movie.
Right.
And if that's so, then we're going to get second proof of demons in this one because Dormammu was a demon. Do you think they're going to tie that together at all? So if Dormammu is in fact pulling the strings in Doctor Strange, which he will be eventually, that's Doctor Strange. That's one of his big villains. So he's going to be in there. If he's not in the first one, he's going to be in the second one.
Right.
He's going to be in there somewhere. Maybe an Easter egg at the end. Mad McLanson shows up. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, I've been working for Dormammu.
Yeah. No, I totally think they would totally tie all that together.
Yeah.
I mean, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. tends to do that.
Yeah, it always leads into a movie.
Right. Whether the creators of the movie want anything to do with it.
Right. I mean, they did do it a couple times. I think most notably, when S.H.I.E.L.D. collapsed in Captain America 2, that was a big deal. And then that was a big turning point for the show.
Oh, yeah.
But then, you were going to say Ultron, right?
Ultron, yeah.
Yeah, with the helicarrier. And honestly, that was probably the most connection we've seen in any of them.
Yep.
Because while Captain America 2 only impacted Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., not vice versa. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. directly impacted Ultron, and people forget about that. They always mention that there's no back and forth. That helicarrier made its first appearance in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
You think it's a Deus Ex Machina, which it kind of is still, but you don't know where it comes from unless you watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Exactly.
And, you find out Coulson's been hiding this for Nick Fury just in case this entire time. So I really think there might be a connection there, like, hey, by the way, demons, maybe drop a hint of, what's Dormammu or something.
I mean, they'd be missing something if they didn't. A chance at tying it more to.
Exactly.
Because I know that's what they want to do is kind of tie it to that full universe more as much as I can.
Exactly. And that's a good one-way thing, too. You don't have to worry about them mentioning it in the movie.
Right.
Because it's going to be mentioned in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then they can just do whatever they're going to do in the movie.
Right.
The other thing is, what's the other demon? The one that that Peter Parker sold his marriage to, and do you know who I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about, but I can never remember.
Mephisto. That's his name.
Okay, yeah.
So there's actually a lot of demons in the Marvel universe. I'm just curious if this is gonna open up a Pandora's box, if you will, like into mentioning all of these things, all of this demonic stuff. Because again, everyone keeps mentioning magic. But the demonic side is a whole other aspect of that we're getting with Ghost Rider. So yes, it's supernatural. Yes, it's magic. But now we get to see all of these other characters.
Hell on earth.
Exactly. And there's a lot of other demonic characters that come with that. You have Azazel, which I guess since he's X-Men, you can't really mention him. But he's another big demon character. Right. I mean, in the comic books right now, the X-Men's home base is in the Hell Dimension. So, I mean, there's a lot of play there. There's a lot of stuff that Marvel can do. And it's not exactly mainstream. Not a lot of people know about these little things.
No.
So there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs for people like us that really enjoy it. Is there any other points you wanted to make about Ghost Rider? Robbie Reyes, do you think he's going to be good? I've never seen him in anything.
I haven't either. It's next week, isn't it?
Yeah. I think
Tuesday.
It's the 20th. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited just for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to be back.
I know. I've been waiting. Last season was so good.
Yes, it was amazing. And I'm excited to see Quake going on her own and doing her own thing. And I like seeing, like you said, it really fits with the dynamic they were trying to build with that character from the beginning. She's kind of an anti-hero to begin with. She was a hacker. Now she has powers to actually go and help people physically.
Right.
And plus we get to see her use her powers. She was so limited to just, I blast this wall. Now, like earlier, we know they're giving them a little bit more money for effects, obviously, with Ghost Rider. So we'll probably get to see her doing a little bit more. Plus, going by Quake is going to be cool.
Right.
I don't have to worry about figuring out what the fuck her name is now.
Yeah.
I can just call her Quake.
It's funny because I normally don't like emotion. I mean, I can't say emotion, but
like the dramatic
more
stuff.
Dramatic emotion in shows. But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is one of those that has like really made it feel, number one, it's real. Number two, like I actually care about it.
It's because they earn it, why, and that's why, like, of all things, because a lot of people are mad that they're not introducing Ghost Rider on like the Daredevil shows, and any of the Netflix properties. And I think that while it would be good on there, just like Punisher was amazing on there. But I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is the one that earns the most dramatic respect, like you said. It could really do Ghost Rider justice. Plus, while everyone loves the Netflix shows, they're not as mainstream as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Well, they get better views, but they're hardcore views. They're Netflix views,
They did a lot better from the get-go than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did.
Right, exactly.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had to build something up from something that could have been terrible.
But my mom knows about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She doesn't watch Netflix.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if they wanted to potentially segue Ghost Rider into a bigger property, not necessarily his own movie, but a cameo in Doctor Strange, I think it would be easier for that than one of the Netflix properties. And I think, like you said, like they're really pushing the advertising. I think that could be their in. Yeah. And again, he probably won't get his own movie. I don't see that doing. They tried 2 times. It didn't work.
I mean, it depends on how it goes.
This could be a huge hit. This could do great for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think I was a little bit worried when I first heard they were going to the later time slot anyways.
Right.
But maybe like you said, like they said, the sexy, grim, dark, maybe that is legitimately the reason.
Right.
And also the ratings. Because they did drop a little bit last season. So, I mean, it's probably a combination of all of that. I think it'll be good. So, I mean, are we giving it a positive, negative? We can't really tell yet, but just off this image, looks cool.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll be a bad season. It'll at least be okay.
Right.
But I'll be interested.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's had a bad season since season 2. I think it's been solid all the way through. So, like you said, I think it'll be solid.
Right.
So, let us know in the comments below what you think about the new Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, Gabriel Luna. Just talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the comments. Talk about anything you want in the comments. You can just, dump a bunch of GIFs. I don't know if YouTube allows you to do that, but do that. I want to see Nicolas Cage everywhere because, hashtag not my Ghost Rider.
On bread.
Yeah, if you don't like Gabriel Luna, hashtag not my Ghost Rider.
Right.
And see if that trends. I just want to see if you can do that. I don't agree with it. I love Nicolas Cage. I don't like those movies particularly.
No.
But I want to see Nicolas Cage peeing fire somewhere in the comments. He does that in the second one.
I don't think I saw the full movie of the second
one. I think you're okay. I think you can skip it.
I think I skipped it on purpose.
Just remember hashtag not my Ghost Rider. Sorry, I'm doing this. How about this? This is hashtag. Hashtag not my Ghost Rider.
Yes. Is that what the kids do?
I doubt it. I doubt it very highly. I don't think you'll ever.
Did we just do a thing?
Did we?
Like a new thing?
Is this a new thing?
I don't know.
We'll never be trendsetters. Anything that we think is a thing will no longer be a thing if it was a thing.
We'll see people down the street doing this. Like, oh, did they watch our show? No.
No, what's the mom going? Tisk, tisk.
Oh, yeah.
We're the Cave Trolls, and we're out.